right, let's hop right into it. This will be a reading for the rapper Common Sense. I don't know if you guys know, but before he was Common, he was considered rapper Common Sense. All right. So the reason why I'm doing this reading is because Common has been in the media when it comes to his relationships. I'm not for sure because it's been a minute since I've been online doing my readings, but I think last time I was on here, um, something was going on with him and Jennifer Hudson. So I'm not for sure if they did break up or if it was a rumor or whatever the case may be. But we finna see what these cards have to say. So it is August 19th and it is approximately 5 p.m. As always, these cards have been pre-shuffled with Common in mind. He is a Pisces, okay? So let's get started. So I would like to use the Soul's Journey Lesson Oracle cards as always in order to figure out what's going on with the person on the outside. You got to kind of figure out what's going on in the inside. So I like to use these cards right here. All right, so we're talking about basically his love life. So let's see what's going on with his soul when it comes to his love life. Freedom. Well, damn. All right, that's how we doing in common. Okay. It says freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Okay. So what I'm feeling like is with freedom being right here and we talking about his love life, what I feel like, you know, when it comes to his relationships, he's looking for happiness and in the wrong place. That's how I'm getting this right here. Okay, freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. So yeah, he's probably looking for some type of happiness or whatever, and he's not necessarily finding it with these different women that he end up being with, but his soul wants him to know that he has to create that happiness. Okay, and then when he do, he'll have that freedom, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily like freedom away from somebody or something like that, but just having something lifted up off of him. Okay, so let's see. Purpose. I know what I am here to do. Okay, so yeah, it's like his soul wants him to understand when it comes to love, you have a purpose and you need to know what you're here to do. All right, so freedom and purpose for Common when it comes to his relationships. Can I get 3 cards, please, for Common when it comes to his relationships, love and relationships? Surrender. I can release my need to control. Okay, so he more than likely be looking for a certain outcome, and I feel like that certain outcome could be that happiness, you know what I'm saying? So surrender. I can release my need to control. He wants to try to control the fucking situation. Try to control the situation, but obviously this isn't necessarily working for him, so he needs to kind of let that go and let things happen naturally. 3 cards, please, for Common when it comes to his relationships and love. 2 more, please. Anything else? Shit. Grief tried to pop out, but it didn't. Is that it? When it comes to his soul and love, his relationship, anything else? I'm gonna do it one more time and I ain't gonna do it no more. I said I ain't gonna do it no more. Well, damn. All right. So we have Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Okay. So when it comes to love and relationship, they want him to embrace and nourish the the creativity. Like obviously we know he's a creative type of person because he does music, and I done seen him act in movies and things of that nature. So it's like his soul wants him to nourish that more, that creative aspect when it comes to his relationship and love. Okay, and see that's the thing. I think he studied looking for it in these different women and not finding it. And when he obviously have to look within, isn't he always looking within? Let's see what this card got to say. Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Okay, so imagination, and then we have patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Okay, so that could have a lot to do with the needing to control, surrender. You know what I'm saying? Let spirit do what spirit needs to do when it comes to your love life and your relationship. Yeah, something like that. What's up under here? Yep. Death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Yeah, yep. Yeah, he has a lot of endings, but it's kind of like, what have you learned? You start something new. What have you learned in that past relationship that you was in? And I don't know if he necessarily learned anything in the past relationships that he was in, because he seems to. Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna say he seems to move on rather quickly. I'm not gonna say that. Let's see, because I don't really be knowing his business like that, but I know with the relationships that he was in with, what's that girl, Tiffany Haddish, it wasn't long, but he went right with Jennifer Hudson shortly after that, I believe. All right, so let's see. When it comes to Common's um, relationships and love, spirit, what do you want him to know? Okay, we have gold. It says hiding yourself from others, greed and temptation, scandals, stinginess, squandering, spendthrift. What? Okay, hiding yourself from others, greed and temptation, scandals, stinginess, squandering, and spendthrift. Okay, so damn. Uh, this is crazy. This is okay. This can't be right. This can't be right. Hiding yourself from others' greed. Okay, I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking. I'm not gonna say that, but I'll let y'all figure out whatever it is y'all want to take from that. It says gold, hiding yourself from others, greed and temptation, scandals, stinginess, squandering, and spendthrift. I ain't gonna say nothing unless something else come out, because I don't want to say what I'm thinking. I really don't, because I could be wrong. Okay. Yeah. Damn it. Why didn't I just say it? So when I split the deck, we got bicycle, and it says life spinning out of control, destination nowhere, risky, lack self motivation, and unbalanced. It's like, what I didn't want to say when it comes to his relationships and love. What I didn't want to say is that it has nothing to do with love, because love is not the focal point of the relationship. It's more so not necessarily what he can gain, because that's kind of like how I was feeling, but I didn't want to say that. But with this card coming out, it says life spinning out of control, destination nowhere, risky, lack self-motivation, and unbalanced. So it's almost like love is not even the criteria for him when being in a relationship. And that's more than likely why things never seem to last so long. Okay. It's like, that's crazy because I don't see him like that though. He don't come off as a person who lacks motivation. He don't come off like that to me. Let me see. I'm a little boggled here. Hold on. Because if it come out again, I'm going to just say it. Fuck it. Here we go. Come on, Common. Exploring. Face the mysteries of uncharted passage with the courage to explore the unknown. Okay, exploring. See, I feel like Spirit is basically saying that he is exploring his different options and things like that, which says face the mystery of uncharted passages. So it's like I feel like he keep trying to find something in someone else and he's not finding it, so he moves on to the next person, whether it's money, whatever the case may be, whether it's for financial gain, whether it's for who's on his shoulder this time, his arm, whatever the case may be. It's like he's looking for something. And Spirit is telling him to have the courage to explore, but I think he's exploring in the wrong direction, especially with imagination right here. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind, not others' mind, his mind. Okay? So, yeah, it looked like he's looking for something when it comes to love. Can I get 3 cards, please, for Common? Spirit, when it comes to... Damn. Well, we got these 2 cards. I'm going to roll with the 2 cards because we got these 2 cards up here, so I'm going to roll with the 2 cards. But these cards, they obviously in the reverse, okay? See, they like this. It's upside down. But let's see what it has to say. They're both upside down. See? Wow. Listen, we have bow, and it talks about divine, feminine, celebration, prosperity, promises, potential, generosity, ritual, and fruitfulness, followed by physical warrior, fighting on the front line, physical and magical capabilities, enlightenment, authority, power, grandiose, influence, and noble. Look at this shit, y'all. Look at this. This card in the reverse, I'm gonna read it to you in the correct position. Sorry. This is the Dark Lord right here, and it talks about in the correct position, it talks about sorcery, it talks about tritine, it talks about grandiose, ineffective, terror, mood, mind control, selective breeding, corrupt, declares themselves to be God or diabolical, right? This is in the reverse. So it talks about a physical warrior fighting on the front lines, physical and magical capabilities, enlightenment, power. See, what I'm feeling like what Spirit wants him to know is it's not the fact that, see, with this divine feminine right here, celebration, fruitfulness and everything, it's not the women. It's not the women. This talks about feminine, divine feminine. It's not the women. It's not the women. He's fighting with himself, with this Dark Lord right here. He's fighting with himself. But it seems to be the women that comes into his life who has to deal with the battle of him fighting with himself, trying to figure out what it is, not necessarily who he is, but like what it is he should be doing next. Common is getting on up there, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's really what it is. Fighting on the front lines, you know, physical and magical capabilities, enlightenment, power, authority. It's like he has all of this within himself, but he's looking for it in these females, which almost, damn, I don't know. Sometimes situations like this, it made me think about, you know, your first love, or not your first love, but the person that you're supposed to receive your love from, your first love, meaning like your mother, the person, or your grandma, your auntie, whoever took care of you. You know what I'm saying? Whoever took on that role is more than likely is going to be how you love when it comes to your relationships, you know, things of that nature. So if he didn't necessarily receive that type of nourishment, you know what I'm saying, that he needed growing up, it's going to be hard for him to find that, you know what I'm saying? And that could have a lot to do with, you know, it ain't them. It's you. You got to find that. If that's his case, if that's his story. But that's kind of, you know, I don't know, dude, mama, whoever took care of him, I don't know. But what's at the bottom? It says horseshoe. It says luck will pass you by, disappointment, disconnection with others, and mistakes. You will have to stand up to some. Look at that. See what I'm saying? Look at that. We got horseshoe. Luck will pass you by, disappointed, connections with others, mistakes. You will have to stand up to someone. That's what it say. And the person that he has to stand up to, it almost seems like it's his own self. As crazy as that may seem, it almost seems like it's his own self. Luck will pass you by, disappointed, disconnection with others. We're talking about his love life. Okay, so this really all falls back on Common. This doesn't necessarily have to do with the different women that he has dated. This has to do all about him. I mean, I don't really know what their intentions are when they get with him, but we're talking about him. Okay, so I'm gonna just move that right here. Look at this shit. Ring. It says conflicts within a relationship, listening to others more, needs clarity, material, wealth. Oh my God, I just said it. I just had said it. Ooh, spirit. Ooh, spirit calling, comment out. Listen, look, you see what it say? It say ring. Listen, it says conflicts within a relationship, listening to others more, need clarity, material wealth over relationship. Didn't I say early on that it's not, it was never based off of love. Love was never a criteria when it came to the relationship itself. It never was. And that's why this card says what this card say. Conflict within a relationship, listening to others more, needs clarity, material wealth over relationships. Yeah. Look at it. Yeah. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. And that's why this death card was right here. Because I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Beginnings for him to figure out where he keep going wrong at. Where he keep going wrong at. Okay? Just put this here. And I'm going to leave it alone. Wow. Okay. So let's see. Okay, I wanted to use these cards right here these are the Island Time Wellness cards. I want to use these cards to basically ask questions about like who the fuck was he in a relationship? Serena Williams, Erica Badu, Tiffany Haddish. I only wanted to ask 3 questions. I mean, 3 different females. I didn't want to do Jennifer Hudson quite yet. But I want to use these cards, and I'm just gonna. I don't know how many cards gonna come out, but when it comes to Common's past ships, I want 3 cards, and I want 1 card to represent, whatever issue that he had with, let's say, Erica Badu. We'll do Erica Badu, okay? When it came to Common's relationship with Erica Badu, what was the issue? Okay, this is just what's at the bottom of the deck. This is the Phoenix, but it's just at the bottom of the deck. All right, so let's see. When it came to Common's relationship with Erica Badu, oh shit, damn, that's crazy. Hold on. When it came to Common's relationship with Erica Badu, there you go. So this is the one for Erica Badu. When it came to Common's relationship with Serena Williams, can I get 1 card for Serena Williams? When it came to Common's relationship with Serena Williams, what was the problem for Common? See, you see how these cards keep doing this shit? Can I get 1 card, please, for Serena Williams when it came to her relationship with Common? Jesus. They keep turning. I just need 1. Serena Williams, 1 card, please. Last shuffle. Anything? Damn. Well, here's the kicker. They are fucking crazy. Just trying to turn them around, but this is the kicker. I said Serena, right? And you see how to shuffle these cards. I really wanted the cards to jump out. Although they was turning all crazy, I wanted it to jump out like this one did. But after all of that damn shuffling, what I felt like, maybe there was no problem. Maybe there was no problem. I mean, he was with her the longest. And here's the crazy part. I don't know why they broke up, but I'll show you what's at the bottom of this deck. All that damn shuffling and turning and shit that happened. I'll show you what's at the bottom of the deck. Soulmates. Soulmates. Soul contract, partnership, agreement, soul contract. Soul connection, sorry. Partnership, agreement, and soul contract. So more than likely, when it came to Serena, his relationship with Serena Williams, there more than likely was no issues like that because I couldn't get nothing to come out. And then when I finally stopped, we stopped on soulmate. So maybe I would have to read into it to see, but I do know it seems like he was with her the longest, I believe. So I'm guessing, so for Serena, listen, and once I move soulmate, it says, I like you, okay? It says flirting, want to date, romance is blooming, someone likes you. So yeah, I think they actually really did like each other, more so than the other relationships, maybe, okay? But let's talk about this one right here that came out for Erica Badu. Was this Erica Badu? Was that Erica Badu? Fuck, who was that? Yes, I think this was Erica Badu. But anyway, so this is what we got. We got the girl with a snake. It says empath narcissist, okay? It talks about being charmed or used and what is that? Enabled. And it talks about boundaries. Damn. Girl with the snake, narcissist. Being charmed or used, enabled, boundaries. So when it came to Erica Badu, he Did he feel like she was the empath and the narcissist? Huh. Being charming or used, enabled in boundaries. Girl with a snake? He felt like she was a girl with a snake? What? Being charmed or used. Okay. So I guess he felt like she was disingenuous, crossing boundaries. She felt like she was using him. That's funny. Okay. Um, just a second. These are my clarification cards. The cards that I use to clarify stuff. So, Spirit, when I asked what was Common's issue with Erykah Badu, we got Girl with the Snake. Can I get a little bit more clarification for the Girl with the Snake for Common when it comes to Erykah Badu? At the bottom of the deck, we got heartbroken, disloyalty, betrayal, upset, and confusion. That's what's at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Fuck. Well, that's what we got. Damn. So, this is funny as hell. So, hold on, let me get something to drink. Let me put my drink closer to me, so I have to keep getting up. This is crazy. Look what we got when I said clarification for Girl with the Snake. How we gonna get the moon card? How you gonna get the moon card? Followed by the sun card. Followed by the Four of Cups. This is crazy because, damn, what's Erykah Badu sign? I did a reading on Erykah Badu not too long ago, but I don't know what her sign is. Fuck. Damn. No, I don't know what it is. But I know he's a Pisces, right? And this is water. And with the moon coming out and with the sun card coming out right next to each other, this is giving me night and day and night, whatever the case may be. And it's almost like they were just maybe too different. And I don't know, maybe he got bored because they got the Four of Cups right here. Maybe he got bored or she got bored. I don't know. But disconnect them and boredom here. Okay? So it's like narcissists, boundaries, being charmed, enabled. It's almost like night and day. That relationship more than likely was like night and day with the moon card coming out and the sun card coming out. Because on one hand, we got positivity, happiness, fun, warmth, rebirth, all is well, right? Then on the other hand, we got fear, anxiety, illusions, mystery. Like the relationship is basically like night and day. It's like night and day on some type of level, and it seems like he got bored. Either he got bored or she got bored, but I'm going to say he got bored. Damn, how long was they together? I don't know. But yeah, so that's the clarification that I'm going to roll with for this one here. That's what I feel. So can I read that any other way? He may felt, yeah. It seems like he felt like she was one person. Um oh, hold up, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. Listen. Forgive me. Forgive me. Because he's a Pisces, my bad. He's a Pisces. Okay. I don't know what she is. I don't know what she is. But I still feel like, fuck it. I got to see. I'm sorry, I got to see. I gotta see. I have to. Because, hold on. What is Erykah Badu's zodiac sign? Oh, she is?
According to Facebook, Erykah Badu born February 26, 1971. Birthplace, Dallas, Texas. Zodiac sign, Pisces.
So she's a Pisces too? So they both Pisces? Damn. Oh. Oh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That is crazy. So they both Pisces. So we got both water signs here. 2 water signs with the moon and the 4 of cups being here. And then we have the sun. Did they get bored with each other? I think they got bored with each other. Or something like that. I think they got bored with each other. Yep. I feel like they both got bored with each other. And it may have been a little bit impossible for them both to shine. Or something like that. Yeah. Well, that's what I got. I would love for somebody to say what they feel for this moon card and for this sun card and for this 4 of cups. With the clarification right here for the girl with the snake. I would love for somebody to say what they think, what the deal was with that. Well, why that would come out for the clarification. Yeah. Because that's how I feel. That's what I'm thinking. Either they both got bored with each other, or it was impossible for both of them to shine, to be able to shine at the same time. Like in their own right. Something like that. So they probably just got bored with it. He looking at her as the girl with the snake and boundaries, you know what I'm saying, being crossed, and narcissist, you know, that's a little toughy. But let's just keep it moving. So that's what I have for that part over there. Let's see about Tiffany Haddish. When it comes to Common's relationship with Tiffany Haddish, what was the problem? How did he see her? What was the problem? Can I get one card, please? Ooh, shit. So, we have meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, plan and set a date, followed by mask. So, date. And then we have mask, not showing true feelings, hide, pretend, dilute, gaslight. He felt like, so what? It's like when he met her, he felt like she wasn't showing her true feelings or gaslighting, pretending, gaslighting, meeting someone new, getting back out there. Okay, maybe he had just got out of a relationship and he just decided to get into the next relationship with her just because, and then finding out, you know, I don't know, just maybe he felt like she just wasn't being her true self with Mask being here. That's funny because we got taking a chance and risk and being strategic once I removed the Mask card. It almost feels like when it came to Tiffany Haddish, he didn't feel like she was being her true self. And this crazy because this how he felt from the jump when he first met her. Meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, plans, setting a date, followed by Mask. More than likely he felt like this, that she wasn't, you know, gonna be his person or something like that, like right away. Like it almost feels like he knew, yeah, she's not gonna be the one. Well, damn. Well, damn. Okay, let's see what this have to say. That's just what I'm saying. Let's see what the cards have to say. When it comes to Common and dating Tiffany Haddish, why did Mask and Date come out? So the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck, but let's see. Why did Mask and Date come out for Common when it comes to Tiffany Haddish? Why did Mask come out and Date? Okay. Can I get one card, please? Why did Mask come out and Date? What's this? That's interesting. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Passionate, hard work, standards, mastery, talent, apprenticeship, positive. Oh. Okay. Okay. It with the Eight of Pentacles coming out, it's possible from the jump she could have been more focused on talking about her accomplishments in the industry. You know, she's an actor, comedian. So maybe on the first date, maybe she talked a lot about herself and like, you know, just who she is, letting them know, you know, I'd have done it. Not that he didn't know, but you know, it's like sometimes when you go on a date with somebody, you don't really want to hear about like they day at work or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That could be like a turn off, or how much money they make, you know, things of that nature. You want to know about the real person. And that's why Mask here, not showing true feelings, you feel me? Like going deeper than surface, just, you know, what everybody else see. You know, he probably wanted her to dig a little deeper, and she was unable to do that with the Eight of Pentacles being here. So it's more so just talking about what I bring to the surface. You know, what you see is what you get. This is me, you feel me? But I feel like he probably wanted more, and he figured out right out the back that this wasn't gonna be that. And then look, once I put the Eight of Pentacles, we got the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, she was more so focused on, you know, how much money she makes and her credentials and things of that nature. And that's not really what he was feeling or into, at least not with her. It's almost like he could care less. Let's see what we got up under here. Ooh, yep. Once I put, I said it was like he could care less. And then as soon as I pull it, look, we got the King of Cups. And he's a Pisces, so, you know, King of Cups, he could care less about that. All right. So, that's that. let's see. What are these cards? What did I want to use these cards for? Did I want to use these for Jennifer Hudson? And yeah, no, let's use these. Okay. These cards right here have been pre-shuffled with Common in mind. So I just want to see, when it comes to love overall, how does Common feel when in a relationship? When it comes to, even though I said I don't feel like love is actually a criteria, but deep down inside, when it comes to love for Common, how does he feel about the word love in a relationship? We have the Five of Wands. It talks about how can you rise above the competition and succeed? Competition, challenge, conflict, growth, and energy. So, hold on. That's just what's at the bottom of the deck, the Five of Wands. So, how does he feel about love when it comes to a relationship? This is crazy. How can you rise above competition and succeed? How can you rise above competition and succeed? That's what I'm saying. It's like, I just feel like it's not even about love. It's competition. Let me win. Let me succeed. I got to rise above all these people. I don't know. Look at that. Look at that. Then we got the eight of not the eight. We got the strength card. Whew. True strength is not brute forced. It is the power of the soul, which lies in vulnerability. Wow. You can't be vulnerable with nobody if you in competition when it comes to love or lack thereof. Because that's not what love is about in a relationship. You're not supposed to be in competition with the person that you're with. You know, y'all supposed to work together as a team. You know, and that could have a lot to do with the Erykah Badu thing. Snake with the girls. Girl with the snake. He probably felt like, you know what I'm saying, she would be more of a competition in the relationship. That's why I said he may feel as if he couldn't shine being next to her. He probably felt as if she did him to a certain extent. I don't know. But this is some crazy cards to get for love. When it comes to Common, love and relationships, how does he feel about that deep down inside? When we say love and relationship, how does Common feel? King of Wands. This nigga funny. Yeah, you find out that it ain't always about that, G. It ain't always about that. Can I get fuck. Well, this card kind of turned over. Well, it did turn over, so let's see what it says. Really? So, I said when it comes to love and relationship, how does Common feel about that? What does that mean to him? We got the Hierophant. This is crazy. It says tradition is the wisdom of the ancestors. How can you find your spiritual guidance and mentorship, spirituality, guidance? So when it comes to Common and love, with this Hierophant coming out to me, it feels like he is looking for a traditional relationship with someone. When I say traditional, I'm talking about the man who makes the money, you feel me, and the wife who stays home and take care of the kids and things of that nature. Because that's more than likely how he grew up seeing people or something like that. The male worked, The female stayed home and took care of the children. Something to that extent. Not said exactly, but something like that with tradition coming out right here. Okay? And then next to it, we have the Four of Pentacles, right? And the Four of Pentacles talks about what fears are holding me back from financial security. Well, we're not talking about financial security. We're talking about love. So what's holding him back, this is what he needs to be focusing on. What's holding you back when it comes to your fear of love? What's holding you back? And I feel like what's holding him back is that he's not going to be able to find that traditional type of love that he may seen grandma and them grow up and be, because it's a different time. This is the industry that you're in, and if you're going to date another celebrity, actor, star, whatever the case may be, that's just what it's going to be. Me personally, if I was famous, there's no way in fucking hell I would date another famous person. I just fucking wouldn't. Like, no. Because for one, that shit rarely works out. It rarely works out. Look at all these high profile couples. Look at all of them. And my favorite high profile couple, it just hurt my heart. Like, it just hurt my heart when I found out they wasn't out together. And I was on a lake boat when I found out. I'm like, damn, for real? But Remy Ma and Papoose, like, I love me some Remy. And I just couldn't believe it. I just thought that was like a power couple. I know everybody says like Jay-Z and Beyonce. Okay, whatever. We have our whatever. But when I saw them, I saw like real black true love. That's what I felt in my heart. So when I found out that they wasn't even together anymore, I'm like, bro, when did this happen? So, yeah, it just sucks, you know. That's what I'm saying. Even before then, it's always like if I'm famous or whatever, I would never date another famous person. It's just history has shown it rarely works out. You know, it's always something. So go get you somebody, you know what I'm saying, who could be a doctor or a lawyer. God damn it, they ain't even got to be all of that. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know what I know. You know what I mean. But anyway, but yeah, there's some fears. And it says, don't hold on too tightly. But remember, it says savings are more important too. It's like he's holding on to something that he needs to let go. He needs to let go and stop having that fear when it comes to a relationship. Okay? I'm getting that I'm going to hurt you before you hurt me syndrome. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Doesn't necessarily have to be that, but that's just how I'm feeling. So let's just, why did I ask about that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I want to know how love. Okay. So once I move that, we have the Eight of Wands. And it talks about the universe is sending you a message. Act now and act fast. Okay. So that's what we have right there. But anyhow, I'm just going to put those cards right there. Now, let's move over to Jennifer Hudson. I want to know, these are the Kipper cards. Kipper, when it comes to, because like I said, I don't even know if they still together, if it was a rumor, or did they get back together, was they never apart, I don't even know. But let's see what Kipper has to say when it comes to Common and Jennifer Hudson's relationship, overall relationship. That's just what I'm going to say, because I don't know if they're still together or whatever. Spirit, when it comes to Common and Jennifer Hudson's overall relationship, what can Kipper tell us? Oh, shit. Ouch. Ouch. Listen. We got Coffin. Okay, so they really, I don't know. Is they really broken up? Damn, we got Coffin. And this is when it comes to the overall relationship. We got Coffin. Come on, man. Come on, stop playing. Occupation. We got occupation and Coffin. Okay? So, I can read Kipper like this. When it comes to the relationship, it's over. It's dead. Okay? Back to those endings of that death shit. Okay? And occupation. Shit, guess they just focusing on their work. Their money. Kipper, what can you tell us about the overall relationship between Jennifer Hudson and Common? Can I get 3 cards, please? Main male. Okay. Can I get 3 cards, please, for that overall relationship? Jennifer Hudson and Common. Spirit, can I please get 3 cards? 1. Ooh, shit, 2. Damn. No, that's 3. How does it go? I know this one fell out first because it's at the bottom. I guess it's this way. So I said when it comes to the relation, Jennifer Hudson's and Common's overall relationship, what can you tell us? Now this is crazy because what we have right here at the bottom of the deck. I don't want to talk about it, chat, but let's just turn these over. This one came out first, so let's see what. Oh, nasty! I knew it. I knew it. You're nasty. You're nasty. Privileged lady. Privileged lady. So we had May Mel just a minute ago. So it's like when it comes to the overall relationship, someone felt I don't know. We got privileged lady. Privileged lady. And then I guess I'll talk about this one because we have sudden wealth right here. And I said early on that love was not necessarily a factor, a criteria when it comes to his relationship. So privileged lady, she's a privileged lady. I assume she is because she's an actor, she's a singer. She has a talk show that I have yet to sit down and watch. I don't even know what channel it comes on, what network, I don't know. But it's like sudden wealth and privileged lady. It's just that the money is there, and I didn't want to say that shit earlier on, you know, because Common got his own money, but at the same time, it's kind of like, why spend mine when I can spend yours? And that's kind of like what I was leading to earlier up here, but I really didn't want to say that because I don't see Common as that type of person who would necessarily just use somebody for what it is that he could gain, even though he got his own money. But that's basically what these cards has said over here. Okay. With the gold. Remember we had gold on there? But anyway, let's see what this cards have to say. Because it could be some love in here. We got the privileged lady and we got the sudden wealth. It could be some love right here. We could have the lovers right here. We could have courtship right here. It could be some love up here. We could have family. No house. Let's see. Turn this one over. Look at stupid, 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 stupid. Common. Great fortune. Great fortune. Come on, Common. Don't do me like this. Don't do me like this. Not that like, no, don't do me like that. I've been gone for like 6 days, Common. Don't do me like this. So now we got sudden wealth, great fortune, and we got privileged lady. This better be a love card. This better be a love card, Common. I'm not playing. It better be a love card. I'm so fucking crazy. Lovers. Oh, hell no. No, I ain't taking that. Okay, so I'm not gonna say what I heard in my head, but I didn't get a good. It wasn't a bad vibe when I turned this card over. I got in my head as I was hearing for the love of money. Cleveland is the city. Like I was hearing Bone Thugs and Harmony for the love of money. It's like This nigga boning for the love of money, not necessarily the love of the relationship. I'm so silly. So we got lovers, great fortune, privileged lady, and sudden wealth. Followed by mature woman. Wow. Well, let's just see. Let's just see. Let's get the clarification cards out. When it comes to the overall relationship between Common and Jennifer Hudson, why did the lovers come out? Okay, this is probably just here from last time. I don't know if I had shuffled it or not, but we got the Ten of Pentacles, and it talks about wealth and financial security, okay, long-term success, love, home, and attainment. Well, hell, that's shit. That 10 of shit. But let's just see. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh. Wow. We have the High Priestess. Shit. This water here. This water. Wait a minute. Wait. We had the Ten of Pentacles. Yup. Jennifer Hudson is a Virgo, so she's Earth. She's Earth. Why is the lovers here? When it comes to the overall relationship, we got the lovers. Why is the lovers here for Common and Jennifer Hudson? Cleveland is the city. Oh, yeah. Damn it. I don't know what the hell. All right. Why is the lovers here for Common and Jennifer Hudson? That's crazy. So, it says head over heart. Head over heart. Okay, if you're this is self-explanatory. And here's the crazy part. Before, when I was shuffling the cards, the Queen of Swords came. I saw the Queen of Swords, but then the King of Swords came out instead. So I said, I don't feel like if it's love, it's for the love of money. Because listen, head over heart. He's not using head over heart. He's not using his heart when it comes to love. We got the lovers here. No. He's using his head. He's using his head. Like, there's just no love here. There's just no love here. There's no love. Head over heart. Yeah. It's kind of like the money. And then we have the Judgment right here. And he knows this. He knows this. He knows that it's not about the love. He knows it. That's why we got the Judgment card here. And it talks about rebirth, inner calling, new phase, awakening, redemption, forgiveness, and mercy. He know he not right. He know he not in it for, you know, what the women are in it for. He's in it for something totally different. Bro. You know what? I'm gonna just put them back over there. You get the fuck out of here. Ooh, who said that? Who said that? Ooh, if y'all can hear what I just heard. But who the fuck said it? You know what I just heard? I bullshit you not. I heard women do it. I swear. No bullshit. I just heard women do it. Damn, Carmen. That's how you feel, my Nikki. No, you not. Oh, throwing stones and hiding your paws, you little dog. Roof. Anyway, you know what? You know what? Ooh, Common. Common. Remember I told y'all Common stands, his name used to be Common Sense. He basically just using his common sense to make it work out for him. That's what it seemed like. Damn. Okay, these are the singles and relationship oracle cards, and they are like what's blocking you when it comes to your relationship. All right, we almost done because it's already an hour in. So when it comes to Common in his relationship, what is the blockage? Spirit, please. What is the blockage? Giving too much. It says you are depleted because you give too much. You need a balance of give and take. Okay, when it comes to the blockage, giving too much, you are depleted because you give too much. You need a balance of give and take. Give and take. So the blockage is giving too much. You need a balance of give and take. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. All right, hold on. Okay. All right. Low. Okay. Hold on. When it comes to Common, what is the blockage when it comes to his relationships and love? What is the blockage? Love's the answer. It says love won't solve your problems. You need to work on being independent. Damn. See what I'm saying? Love's the answer. Love won't solve your problems. You need to work on being independent. So in other words, the blockage is him. The blockage is him. I said that earlier. You need to work on being independent. Yeah, stop trying to use females for their money, Nikki, when you got your own money, Nikki. What? Listen. I just feel like when it comes to his relationships, it more so starts with him, and I pretty much said that early on. Okay? And remember, I said love was never a criteria in his relationship anyway. You know, if that's something that he wants truly down the line, he's going to have to do a little soul searching first. You know, go deep inside of those dark places, you know, and then allow the sun to come through, you know, straight up. Did I? Oh, yeah. Damn. Well, okay, shit. What is this? This one is face down, but look at this. Look at this one. It says age issues. You feel too old or young to date or have issues with your partner's age. Wow. Remember I said early on that, you know, he's getting up there. You feel me? He's like, what, 53? He's getting up there. It says you feel too old or young to date or have issues with your partner's age. Okay? So, let's see. Okay, I don't know how old Erykah Badu is, but I know Jennifer Hudson, because I'm looking at my notes, and Tiffany Haddish are in their 40s, okay? And that could have something to do, that could be blocking him. The age range of people that he chooses to date, okay? That could have something to do with it, with age issues here. Then we have being cold. You seem unapproachable because you are aloof. It says try being more friendly. Try being more friendly. It says you're being cold. You seem unapproachable because you are aloof. Try being more friendly. Ain't that about a bitch to tell somebody? Hey, tell her you come from the Windy City. What do they expect? God damn. Land of the Lincoln. Tell them stop playing with it. Okay, Land of Lincoln. All right. Let's see what this one says. See, we got it again. It came back out. Love's the answer. Love won't solve your problems. You need to work on being independent. See, it came out again. Wow, comment. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have too much. It says, you tell others too much about yourself all at once. Sit back and listen more. Well, damn. Damn. That's crazy. They said the blockage is he talked too much about himself. So how the hell you gonna try to shit on Tiffany for talking about herself and her accomplishments? Ugh. That's nasty, man. That's nasty. Lord. Yeah. So that's what it says, like the blockage is in his relationship. Oh. Once I put too much, you tell others too much about yourself all at once. Sit back and listen more. We have feeling unloved. You deserve someone who can support you emotionally and love you fully. Someone who can support you emotionally and love you fully. Now, this is interesting because he is a Pisces, which is a water sign, okay? And a lot of times, water signs, you know, whether you Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, a lot of times they work out of their emotions. They can't help it because they're fucking water signs. They can't help it. So whoever he gets with more than likely have to be able to deal with him on a level like it's not. Oh, this is the crazy part. Damn, I want to know what his relationship was with his mom. Almost like in a motherly type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you deserve someone who can support you emotionally and love you fully. Because you got to think, your mother is going to love you emotionally and she's going to support you emotionally and she's going to love you fully. You know what I'm saying? The good, the bad, the whatever, you know. He needs that type of female in his life who's going to nurture him and basically appease him when it comes to that emotional aspect of it, because it's like when his emotions are being heard and needed, that's when he feels love and that's when he'll actually show it back. I don't feel like in his past relationships he wasn't getting that. He wasn't getting that. And that's probably only because these women probably looked at him like, come on, nigga, you from Chicago? You from Chicago, homie? Hey, what you talking about? You need love. When I'm alone in my room. You feel me? Like they like, nah, bro. You don't need nothing that you calm and have some common sense. We don't do that up here. That's crazy. Well, let's use these cards. I use these cards right here, and I had pre-shuffled them for Tiffany Haddish. And I just want to know what was her overall beef with Jennifer Hudson. All right, so Spirit, when it comes to Tiffany Haddish, excuse me, how does she feel about Jennifer Hudson deep down inside? We got the Ace of Cups, all right? So we got this talks about new love. All right, the way I'm looking at this with the Ace of Cups is, you know what I'm saying, Jennifer Hudson, if they're together still, it was his new love after her, you feel me? So She acknowledges that. It's being acknowledged right now. Followed by the Justice card. Ooh, accountability. Lawsuits will be won. Upright attitude. Cause and effect. Accountability. This is interesting. Let me just see something right quick. I split this deck. I had a whole lot that I want to say, but I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it because it just don't seem right. It just don't seem right. Because with the Ace of Cups being right here, and it talks about new love, Jennifer Hudson would have been the new love, and then we got the Justice card. It's like she felt like justice will be served in some type of way. Interesting. Deep down inside, how does Tiffany Haddish really feel about Jennifer Hudson in her relationship with Common, her ex-boyfriend? 3 cards, please, Spirit. How does Tiffany Haddish feel about Jennifer Hudson dating her ex-boyfriend Common? Look. Okay, so we have the King of Cups. All right. And we know that's water. Common is a Pisces. So let's go. Ooh, shit. Ooh, shit. Okay. I'll put these 2 cards right here to the side. And I don't know what's up with these 2s, but those 2 there, these 2 here, these 2 here. Like, it's something about 2s. It's something about 2s when it comes to Common. Something about 2s. I don't know what about 2s, but it's something about 2s, okay? First of all, I don't want to talk about these cards right now. Let's just set them there for a minute. Let's talk about what I do see, because it's crazy. I said, how does she feel? You feel me? And we have the Sun card, right? And then we have the 8 of Cups. So she is happy as fucking fuck that more than likely that they're no longer together with the 8 of Cups being here. She's happy as fuck with the Sun card being here. Happiness, triumph, truth, success, fun. Then we have the 8 of Cups. Abandonment, withdrawal, walking away, letting go. Relationship, break up and moving on. She's happy. She's happy. If these guys are no longer together, she is happy. Tiffany Haddish is happy, okay? She's happy. Tiffany Haddish is happy. Yeah. And when did I first meet Tiffany Haddish? Like, knowing that she was a person. And when she was working at that chicken joint on the Tyler Perry show, The Have and the Have-Nots. See, back then she was a have-not. Now that she's a have, you feel me? See how the change up is? She was working in the doggone chicken joint, whatever it was, Let's see what this is. That's when I first realized that Tiffany Haddish was a Tiffany Haddish. Okay, let's turn this over. So I said, how does she feel about that? We have the 4 of Swords right here, and it talks about rest and relaxation and peace, rejuvenation, recuperation. Let's see what this one has to say. Damn. And then we have the King of Pentacles, abundance and security, discipline. This is crazy. It's like this is how she feel. She's happy with the Sun card that they're not together, if they're not together, because I know I was supposed to been did this reading, but she's happy that they're not together and that he walked away. And it's like shit, she can rest, she cool, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like Jennifer Hudson shouldn't have to worry about anything, you know what I'm saying? Because shit, she got money. She still got money. You feel me? That's kind of how she looking at it. She still got money because this is the King of Pentacles. And Jennifer Hudson is a Virgo, right? Damn, what is Tiffany Haddish sign? She's a Saggy. Ooh, she's a Saggy. Yes, she's a Saggy. Listen. This is Leo, you know what I'm saying? It's Leo up in here too, but with this this King of Pentacles. But it's like Jennifer Hudson is a Virgo. So basically what Tiffany Haddish is saying, she still got her money. She good. You know what I'm saying? She's straight. So that's how she feels. She happy. Okay, she lost him, but guess what? She still got her money. Yep. And Tiffany is cool with that. She's cool with that. Wow. Ain't that about a bitch? Ooh, catty. Meow. See, that's why I don't have female friends. Because so fucking catty. This is so catty to me. Like, she's... Ooh. Listen. The Sun card. Remember, I shuffled these with Tiffany Haddish in my this Sun card. I said how she feel about that relationship being over. You want to know why? The Two of Cups. Because now she feel like it's her turn to get in. Well, let's just see what this card got to say. The Knight of Pentacles. Consistency. Patience. Strong will and determination. She is determined to get that. Oh, she is determined to get back with that motherfucking. This is the Knight of Pentacles, followed by the King of Cups. Who is the King of Cups? Common is. Ooh, girl. Ooh, the cattiness. I just cannot. I cannot. I just don't. I just can't. The females are just too catty. Like, I just cannot. I can't. Oh my God. They're always arguing with each other about something, I swear. All right. What's after this card? I just want to see. Ooh. That's so wrong. Ooh-wee. Listen, we once I pulled the Eight of Cups, okay, we got the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords talks about hopelessness, despair, and overwhelm, okay, and nightmares. Damn. Yeah, she want this girl to suffer. But we got the Knight of Swords. And I feel like with the Knight of Swords being here, I feel like Jennifer more than likely will have a comeback on some type of level. Woo! She can. It's possible. She can, but what comes after that? Ooh, she's going to have to play it smart. Because temptation is going to be out here. Because I said she could have a comeback, right? But if they're not together and she decides to move a little bit too fast, just the devil, you know, and it's not good. It's not in a good position. So she needs to chill out. Jennifer Hudson needs to chill out when it comes to her next situation. Okay? Because if she jump in it too soon, it's not gonna be good. Ooh, see, I didn't even see that part. Look. Okay, I said it. If she jump in it too soon, it's not gonna be good for her. Look, we got the Eight of Cups. Follow me. We got the Nine of Swords, right? We got the Knight of Swords, and I said the devil is in the the thingy in the background, and I said she got to be very careful and pay attention, because if she jump into it too fast, it's gonna be bad. Pay attention with the high priestess here, and then once I put the high priestess, we got the tower, and that's before I even seen that shit. That's before I even seen it. Yep. She got to make a choice and make sure this choice be the good choice for her when she decides to get in her new relationship. All right. Yep, she's gonna get a new relationship. Oh yeah, transitioning, leaving behind what no longer serves you. Ending. Yeah, yeah. The ending. Moving on, and then we got the magician, followed by the empress. Yeah, she gonna be all right. While she trying to hate on whatchamacallit, Tiffany Haddish, Jennifer Hudson is gonna be all right. Okay, if she's gonna be okay if she don't jump into her next relationship so fast. I mean, and she need to give it a little time before she jump into her next relationship. And to be honest, I don't really even. I'm so fucking outdated with this shit. But honestly, the last person I even knew Jennifer was with was the dude from he was a wrestler, and I believe he was from a show. He was from a show. I remember seeing that dude on the show I used to watch back in the day. One of them love shows. I can't really remember. But yeah, I remember seeing him. Then I found out that he was a wrestler. So other than that, I don't really know Jennifer Hudson to be in a relationship with nobody else. I really don't. But put that right there. So she just need to take it slow. She could have been. I just personally don't know. I swear. I should be minding my own motherfucking business. I swear. Okay. Now let's get ready in the reading because it's already like an hour and 21 minutes in. So let's just see the advice. I want to use these cards right here. This is the extra guide cards right here. So to close off this overall reading for Common, why was I finna call him Cameron? For Common, overall spirit, what would you like Common to take away from this reading? Yep, we got Shadow, and it talks about healer. Healer, he needs some healing. Do you need a healing? Yes, he do. Followed by take a leap of faith. Yeah. I'm sorry about the table. This is my domino table. Ooh, I was playing bones last night. No. This morning, it was like 5 a.m. in the morning. That's why I'm just not getting around to this reading. But yeah, it's 5 a.m. I was busting ass on the goddamn dominoes. Don't play with me. Yes. Can I get 3 cards to close out this message for Common overall? Teamwork. Okay. Teamwork makes the dream work. So they want him to work better as a team. He got abundance here. Okay. What else, Spirit? He got one more. Come on. We know that. What else though? One more. Yep, I knew it. Yep. So we got opposition, abundance, and we have clearing. Okay? So abundance, opposition, and then we have clearing. So I'm feeling like in order for him to be abundant in the way that he needs to be abundant, and like I said, I don't feel like I feel like, you know, like people like you could be abundant in health, you could be abundant in love, you could be abundant in money. I don't think this is like abundance in money, could be, whatever the case may be, but I think it's more so like abundant when it comes to his health and mental health and emotion, things of that nature that needs to be taken care of, especially with opposition being here and clearing being right here. Okay, so he needs to have some type of clarity moving forward, and the only way he's gonna figure out what that clarity is if he looks within. I am so surprised the Hermit card did not come out for this guy. Let me see. Closing. Last tarot. I'm not gonna shuffle. Last tarot message for Common, because I am shocked that card did not come out for him. Anything, Spirit, or is that it? Am I really done? I'm really done. I think I'm done. Spirit, like, go on, girl. Go on, girl. That's it. That's it. It stopped on 3 of Swords. It stopped on 3 of Swords. Heartbreak, emotional pain, grief, loss, and healing. Well, healing is the main thing on here. So, that's what I have. That's what I have. I hope I got enough questions in or clarity or something like that. Anyhow, remember, anybody can ask for a reading on a celebrity or anybody you want it to be. They can be alive, they can be not alive, or you could always email me and ask for a personal tarot card reading. Everything is always free. It helps me with my practice as well as give you some enlightenment. Oh my God, the personal readings be off the chain because it's personal and it's private. You know, it's just like this, but I send you a private link that only you can look at unless you decide to give it to somebody else. All right. So with that being said, I am Queen Von Shay Tarot, and this has been a reading for Common regarding his relationships. Thank you.